Call this board meeting order 6:30 p.m. Dr. Roach, will you do the roll call, please?
Yes. Mr. Ann Berenson,
Here.
Mr. Farugi,
Yes.
Ms. Francois,
Here.
Mr. Schmidt, Mr. Kovacs,
Here.
and Ms. Davenport is not here, and Chairwoman Ford.
Here. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. In accordance with the provisions of Chapter 231, New Jersey Public Laws of 1975, the Open Public Meetings Act, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by giving of notice to the Courier News, posting the agenda in the public lobby of this building 48 hours prior to this meeting, delivery of this notice to the Franklin Township Clerk at least 48 hours prior to this meeting, and mailing notice to those persons properly requesting to be mailed notification of meetings at least 48 hours prior to this meeting. Is there a motion to open the meeting for public comments?
Motion to open.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Seeing no one here from the public, is there a motion to close the meeting for public comments? Move. Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion's carried. You all received a copy of the minutes. Any questions, any revisions? Okay. In that case, is there a motion to accept the minutes as is? Motion to approve.
Accept.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Minutes are approved. And with that, we have the executive summary. Executive Director, Special Project Manager, Joseph Danielson.
Thank you, Chairwoman. Okay, our legal work included public bids, the Western Canal pump station rebuild, meetings, resolutions, bankruptcies, and general legal support. The High Bay Garage continues to haunt us with the Delaware Raritan Canal Commission. However, it is moving slowly forward. The last month, there's been some slowness due to illnesses on our team and their team. The two easement models were put on the table for consideration to surrender a portion of development rights to the DRCC. The Somerset Street Pump Station Rehab Project, there was a small delay to the severe cold weather temperatures. The new channel grinder was installed and the concrete slabs were poured and are completed. The Brookline Avenue Rehabilitation sister portion of that project, significant work has been completed. The lining, grouting, cleaning, the manhole to manhole cured and placed pipe lining is 19% complete. I was out there today and it seems to be going forward smoothly and as expected. Regarding those two projects and the American Recovery Plan grants, we did submit We did submit invoices for the planning and design in January, and in February, we intend to be submitting the building cost invoices to the county and the township. And as money comes in on that, I will report that as well. So far, out of the Somerset County $3 million grant, we've submitted 82,500 approximately, and the township's grant, we haven't submitted anything as of yet. The Western Canal Road pump station rebuild and moving project is going forward. A meeting was held on February 10th. I'm sorry, a meeting will be held on February 10th. Pre-application meeting was held on January 30th. And the access license request for us to traverse a small strip of land owned by the DEP, that was submitted to their legal department for legal review. We are being told that that legal review could take up to between now and the end of November, which is a bit absurd. I will contact the DEP to see if I can't speed that up, but basically we're in a complete holding pattern until we get that approved or PSCG is successful in getting them to sell it to them.
Joe, can I ask a question on the grant dates?
Yeah.
So isn't there a deadline to expend all those funds?
You talking about the art money?
Yeah, I think they have to be spent by a certain date, right?
There is, and those projects are active right now. That it'll be spent. It's actually, I think the deadline is to encumber them for the project, but we're going to be spending them quickly. All those invoices.
I just want to make sure we
right
don't want to send any money back.
Yeah, so just know the art money is focused on those other two projects, the Somerset Street Pump Station and the Brookland project, and that project's going already. There's no art money focused at the Western Canal Pump Station. Do you have any other questions, Commissioner? Councilman?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Before you continue, can I just ask everyone to mute their mics because there's some kind of static? Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Commerce Street Drive Pump Station, that's right across the street from our office. Shop drawings are being reviewed right now, and I will report continued long lead times for materials have been reported and are expected. Other than that, the project is moving forward. Nothing more to remark. Shirley Avenue Pump Station rehab. We do have progress on this. The survey was complete and the description of the meets and bounds was completed, and I have since provided that to the authority's attorney. The attorney will produce and offer his settlement documents to the landowner, hopefully in the next month. Under general engineering, the for New Brunswick, the second flow meter and study was installed on January 24th for the Harrison Towers, and that's because they got a new water meter that we asked them for. And we will begin finalizing the flow meter installation at the New Brunswick intercept in the very near future. I will also note stand by just one moment, please. Okay, under our operations, we did have snow in the last month, and we did have a snow event and the snow removal requirements that went by smoothly. We did install 2 new channel grinders at the Rodney Avenue pump station. That installation was done by our very skilled staff. We did have extremely cold weather events in the last month, and the operations staff did preemptive and proactive steps in consideration of the cold temps, that involve the sub pumps and the pits and different types of cleaning maintenance. And in our 2-year township-wide gravity sewer flushing program, they completed approximately 22,000 feet of gravity sewer flushing, along with 1,400 feet of CCTV inspections. I also, most importantly than anything else to report tonight, there's been 0 accidents, and we've had 0 new connections for the month. And Chairwoman, if with your permission, if there's no other questions, I'd like to ask Dr. Roach to give us a very quick summary of her project that involves the finance platform upgrade to Edmunds.
Yes, sure. Very briefly, we are at the tail end of the phase 1, which is the finance piece of the project and the migration. We are now wrapping up the escrow platform as well as the grants, which is wonderful because now we're actually working with those grants that we have. And we are now looking to start the impact with phase 2, which will be a utility billing. We are holding on that for now because they're going through their busy phase, but we're looking to begin the training in, I believe, May, and we want to do it in a timing so that we start the billing utility whole beginning of that with the start of our fiscal year, which just kind of makes sense administratively. Otherwise, we're in between 2 fiscal years. So that's where it looks like we're going with that at this point. But we're making very good progress.
Thank you, Dr. Roach. If there's no questions, I would like to ask Dr. Roach just to comment real quick on one more item. That's the benefit resources compliance year-end non-discrimination testing.
Okay. The benefit resources non-discrimination testing is based on our dependent care and healthcare flexible spending accounts. Each year they ask us to go through an audit with them, and we have successfully passed that. They look for participation. They also look for highly compensated employees, very similar to what we do with the audit in our regular year, but we did get a successful passing on that.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Chairwoman, with your permission, I'll go on to the Executive Director's report.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, for the month ending on January 31st, 2025, we received in checks that were deposited in the bank of $2,089,320.43, which is about average for the month. And penalties generated for January were $10,332.86, which is considered a low amount. Under expenses, as of December 31st, 2024, expenditures for the month were $507,439.80. Year-to-date expenditures totals $6,813,383.34. We have spent 45.27% of our budget, and we are 58% through our fiscal calendar year. So we're looking pretty good. In the cash position as of December 31st, 2024, under in the category of unrestricted, we have $811,098.89. In the category of restricted, we have $15,404,674.30. In the category designated, we have $4,540,013.50. That gives us a total cash net position of $20,755,786.69. For discussion items, just have a few. Under bonding, all our projects going forward, with very few exceptions, are being financed through loans. We call that bonding. Recently, we've been advised by our new bond counsel, and I emphasize new because we've had a bond counsel for many years that was switched a couple of years ago, that we've been missing a required step And that step is for us to submit an application first to the local finance board. I've submitted recently an inquiry one inquiry, are you sure this needs to be done? And two, why haven't we been doing that in the past? Hopefully I'll get some answers. I don't know if I ever will get an answer, but it's a legitimate question to ask. But in fact, for the Marcy Street long-term financing, the permanent loan, we are submitting to the local finance board, and that is in fact one of the resolutions tonight that you're going to vote on to approve me submitting to the local finance board. Under land acquisition, as I already reported, PSC&G, the access license is in progress and may take up through November. And the Shirley Avenue agreement to purchase the easement, the survey has been completed, description meets and bounds completed, and now the attorney will be producing an offer / settlement documents to the landowner. Under Franklin Municipality, Harrison Towers water meter was replaced, which now will institute or initiate a second flow study of Harrison Towers, so we get a before and after correlation of water usage to sewer flow. Under staffing and strength and discussions, I will note that our bookkeeper has recently submitted a resignation. Her last day is this Friday. We'll be advertising that position again. And a part-time member, one of our past staff members who retired, we did offer him a part-time position to come back. That's still in progress. Hopefully that happens. Somerset County and Franklin Township municipal grants, as I said, the planning and design invoices were submitted in January, and the construction invoices will begin in February to be submitted to them. All projects are moving forward as expected, with the even within the expectations. I'll just note that the high bay garage is still creeping forward extremely slowly due to the Delaware Raritan Canal Commission. Standard resolutions are unremarkable. Under additional resolutions, we have a resolution for the removal of accounts 13965.00, another resolution to remove account 09524.00, and another resolution to remove account 09525.00. A resolution authorizing the agreement for Valiant Video. A resolution authorizing agreements with BGIA. A resolution authorizing the release of bid bonds for Franklin Miller. There's two of those resolutions for Franklin Miller. A resolution authorizing the release of performance bond for Cedar Grove Lane Townhomes at Franklin LLC, and a resolution authorizing the authority to submit an application to the local finance board, which is a required step for the closing of the permanent financing for Marcy Street. There are no other items, and I do not anticipate any executive session. That concludes my executive director's report, Chairwoman.
Thank you very much. Now for the resolutions. The approval of the resolutions will be done by consent agenda. All the items listed below are considered to be of a routine nature, thereby requiring one motion and 1 second for all items. If any member wishes to remove an item from the consent agenda, please advise me at this time which resolutions need to be handled separately, and they will be addressed and voted on separately. Resolution number 1, the payroll account, $168,801.98. Resolution number 2, the operating expense account, $345,092.23. Resolution number 3, the general fund, $104,950. Resolution number 4, the renewal and replacement account, $66,847.81. Resolution number 5, the escrow fund account, $7,438.50. Do I have a motion to approve these resolutions?
Motion to approve the resolutions.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? The resolutions are approved. The following resolutions will require a motion for each. Resolution number 6. Resolution authorizing the execution of an agreement with Business and Governmental Insurance Agency Incorporated for professional risk management consulting services for calendar year 2025. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
Chairwoman Ford, I will make that a motion, but I have a question about the resolution. So, shall I ask it now or wait until we have a first and a second motion?
I believe we should.
Commissioner, why don't you ask the question now before the vote? That's fine.
So my question is, I know what risk management is, but I'm wondering, can you give us an example, or what is it that we're getting for $167,000 in this resolution? Like a brief review of what this contract is for.
I would have to point that question at Dr. Roach. You're muted, Dr. Roach?
Joe, did you want to address this, or do you want me to just answer?
Risk management is, they manage all our liability policies, all of them. They also manage our health insurance, our disability, the entire package. It's the same exact service this firm is providing to the township and all their other agencies.
So they're getting paid to manage all of this.
I mean, this is an oversimplified description of their services.
I understand. That's okay. I would, so they manage all those services and accounts, and that's their fee for it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's what I was looking for. Thank you.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution number 7, resolution authorizing the release of the bid bond cash deposit posted by Franklin Miller Incorporated.
As chairwoman, I have a question about this one also, and I will make a motion to approve it, but I'm just wondering what the relationship is between this one and resolution number 9. They're both for Taskmaster TM 14032Ds. One's for July 20th, 2022. One's for December 13th, 2023. Is this for one Taskmaster, or is this for 2 different Taskmasters?
Scott, I believe we've had 2, right? 2 purchases with the Taskmaster. And with the way the resolutions are mapped out, they will have surety bonds that we must return back to them. But also, if there's any remaining funds in their escrow for this, then we return a cash back to them as well.
Okay, I was just not sure if it was all for one piece of equipment or if it was 2 separate pieces of equipment, but you have again answered my question. Thank you.
It was for multiple purchases, I think, in the year of 22 and 23.
Thanks, Scott.
I remember going out to bid twice, and they were for 2 different orders.
Is there a second?
Second.
Resolution. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution number 8, resolution authorizing the removal of account number 09524.00 from billing due to the property being capped. Is there a motion to approve this resolution?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution number 9, resolution authorizing the release of the bid bond cash deposit hosted by Franklin Miller Incorporated. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution number 10, resolution authorizing the release of the performance bond cash deposit and all remaining cash deposit posted by Cedar Grove Lane Townhomes at Franklin LLC for project number 2015-31-RES. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution number 11, resolution authorizing the removal of account number 09525.00 billing due to the property being capped. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So move.
Is there a second? Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is approved. Resolution number 12, resolution of the Township of Franklin Sewerage Authority authorizing the submission of an application to the local finance board pursuant to NJSA 4A:5A-6 and NJSA 58:11B-9A related to the long-term bond financing of the Marcy Street sanitary sewer rehabilitation project. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 Any opposed? Resolution is approved. I understand that the executive director, you didn't believe that there is a reason to enter into executive session.
Chairwoman, if I may interrupt, we have 2 more resolutions. There was an update to the working agenda.
Okay. I need a second. Thank you.
Do you have it? Do you want me to read it, or do you want Joe to read it? We both have them. You're muted, Chairwoman.
I would ask you to read it because I don't believe I have that.
Okay. There is a resolution number 13, and it's a resolution authorizing the removal of account number 13965.00 from billing due to the property being capped.
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is approved.
Okay.
Dr. Roach?
Yeah. And then there's resolution number 14, and it's the resolution authorizing the renewal of an agreement with Valiant Video Productions. They do all of our recordings and editing after our board meetings.
Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
So moved.
Is there a
How
second?
how much is that for?
$120 per video file. It says.
Thank you.
Thank you.
With that,
Anyone second?
I hear a motion to approve it.
I made a motion to approve.
Mhm.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Resolution is approved. I believe that's the end of the resolutions, Dr. Roach.
Correct. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a motion to open executive session?
I don't see a need for executive session unless you do.
I don't
Chair.
have anything either, Chairwoman.
Thank you. In that case, is there a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Good night, everyone.
Right, and congratulations to everybody who took oath tonight.
Good night.
Thank you.
Night,
Night,
everyone.
Night.
Good night.